All right, everyone. So I am back with a video that has been requested by a good friend and fellow player that has asked me how to get training manuals. So this is something I get asked a lot. I guess I just take it for granted, and so I figured I'd just make a video on it explaining what I do and how I get training manuals so that way I can level up all of my survivors, heroes, and all of that stuff. So if you don't know, the best way to level up in the game is your survivor squads. This is going to increase your power level, but you can't do that unless you have certain evolution material, and that includes your training manuals. So, training manuals. I will start out with the best way to get training manuals, and that is going to be the event llamas. So all of the LTM llamas, these are the best ways to get um, training manuals. You can redeem a llama, and you'll get. I'll just claim one llama here. And I'll just kind of show you. So with just one llama, there's one person right there. There's some trap schematics. There's some other stuff. I mean, look at all that I just got from that. I'm going to mark this for retire. I'm going to retire this. So, and just in this one, getting rid of everything here, I just got 180 training manuals. I got 1200 schematic XP. I got 5 trap designs, 10 weapon designs, 4,400 hero XP. So you get a lot from these llamas. That is the best way to get your training manuals. Now, how do you get the tickets? The tickets, best way to get the tickets to get the llamas are running the LTM missions. So these kind of go together. You can go to your map. In this case, we have dungeons out right now. During the winter time, there's Frost Night. That is a limited time mode that is really good for getting tickets as well. But if you run these dungeons, you can get all kinds of tickets just from running one mission of dungeons. So go to your quest. You can look at your event dungeons. Earn your keep gives you 100 tickets to use for the llamas just by destroying 100 urns. You run through there everywhere. You could just randomly shoot and you're probably going to hit some. So you're going to destroy a lot of things, especially if you're running like carbide with lefty and righty and you know your bullets are bouncing everywhere. You're going to break urns all the time. And this is a repeatable quest. You can get 100 pirate tickets. Eliminate 5 mini bosses. This is going to be another one that you can repeat. Obviously, it's going to take multiple missions to get this because you're not going to run into 5 mini bosses in one dungeon, but this is still a repeatable quest that's going to add up. So just with these two alone, you almost have enough for a llama. And then you have your daily, which gives you 200. Just running these, if you run one a day, one dungeon a day, chances are you have enough tickets if you hit all 3 of these to get a llama every day. And that's going to give you a lot of training manuals. So this is by far the best way to get training manuals is to get those LTM llamas. And the way to do those are running the LTM mode, missions, whatever. That's going to be the best way to get them. The other thing that I do, which is really, really, really easy, and a lot of people overlook this. I'm surprised at how many people overlook this, is run expeditions. It's not hard. It's super simple. Just go to your command, go to your heroes, go to expeditions. You can run 2 of each of these every single day. So all of the land, you can run 2 missions. All of sea, you can run 2, and all of air, you can run 2. So I click on this. You can show the all expeditions, go to the bottom and grab the highest. I just know that I'm going to do 2, so I like to start at land and look. So I have one right here. that has survivors. The rest of this stuff I'm not looking for. I don't need right now. But I'll look for this icon here, which shows that it's a survivor, and it'll tell you whether it's a small, medium, or large. Large is the best one to go for. Obviously, it gives you the better chance of getting higher rarity and more survivors in the rescue, but you can select that. If there's a modifier over here that helps increase the power of one of the survivors to send on the expedition, that helps as well, increases your number. But even at a 49% chance, this is still worth me taking a risk on. I've got max survivors in here, and then I'm going to start this expedition, and I've got a 49% chance that that's going to come back successful. And obviously that increases if you have like supercharged heroes, things like that, that number would increase. But, and I have, if you see here, it says prepare expedition, which means I can run another one in this area, but there's no more survivors, so I'm not going to run it. So I'll go to the C, go all the way to the bottom, and take the highest level one. One thing I do want to note, though, is see how this defaulted to rowboat? If you change the vehicle, you can click speedboat, and that gives you an extra slot. So rowboat gives you 4, speedboat gives you 5. On the higher missions, take the best vehicle. So go with the speedboat here. On land, there's dirt bike, and then there's truck. Dirt bike is the 3 slot. Truck is the 4 slot. On the boat, the rowboat is the 4 slot. The speedboat is the 5th slot. And then I'll show you air here in just a second. So these are what I'm talking about, where it says slot bonuses on the left-hand side. So if you use an Epic Outlander or better, it's going to give you a slot bonus. And it automatically shows you by saying, instead of these being 130s, they're 227s. So I'm just going to grab one, toss it in there. Not putting these in any particular order. I'm just throwing in, and now I have a 90% chance that this is going to be successful. I do want to point out quickly, though, there are plenty of people that said, well, it said 100% chance, but it failed. There is very, very, very rare times that it will say 100% up here, but it's not actually the real percent. It rounds up. So it could be 99.27% or something crazy. And you just so happen to fail the mission because it said 100% up here, but the actual number is like 99%. And instead it rounds up and you failed on that 1%. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen. So FYI, if it says 100 and you fail, it's because you were missing a small portion of a percent and it rounded up. So we'll start that. Excuse me as I'm coughing. And then we'll pick another one. Medium, same thing, slot bonus, always go for those first, and then you can just fill in with whatever. We're already at 100%. I personally like to be sure because of what I just said a minute ago concerning that, and then I'll throw in something low just to make sure that it throws me into that very, very, perfect. It's 100%, so it should work. Then, same thing here. Click on air, go to the lowest one that you have, 390, gives you medium, prepare. Prop plane is 3 spots, change vehicle. Helicopter gives me 4 slots. So, then we're just going to pick, we don't have a slot bonus. So perfect example right here, guys, right here. Let me clear this out. Let's just go back. Change the vehicle. So 1 gives me 33%. 2 gives me 66%. So when I select this one, it should say 99%, correct? But it doesn't. It says 100%, but that's technically only 99%. So you cannot look at just this number, throw in an extra just to be on the safe side, something low. Now it's technically 100%. So you've got to be mindful of that. This happens often to me on the helicopter. Be sure that you are filling in that force slot with something to put you over the edge. So that should be good to go as well. And then we'll pick the next one and run with the prop plane. This one does have a slot bonus, 54%, another slot bonus, so that's going to put us right at 100. And like I said before, just to be on the safe side, pick something you don't use, something small. There you go. Launch it. And that is the way that you can get some training manuals from running expeditions. It's simple, it's sweet, it's easy. I will say that this game bugs out, and you need to, let's say you've spent research points. Your research points won't refresh until you actually click on research. So it says I have 33,125. And then when I click on this, I actually have 33,600. When I go back, now it reflects. If you go to spend your research points to run expeditions, if you haven't gone in here first to refresh and then go back, it won't let you. So if it says you don't have enough research points to send out the expedition, try clicking on research just to refresh that number and go back and try to run it. So another way that you can get them, this used to be a lot easier because you could spend V-Bucks, but no longer can you spend V-Bucks, and that's X-ray llamas. So you can click here, select this llama. You see I've got 2 here. I'm not going to spend 50 X-ray tickets, especially since I can't spend V-Bucks anymore. So I'm not going to waste 50 X-ray tickets. I mean, 1,500. I mean, unless you just are absolutely hoarding all the X-ray tickets, you can't get these that much anymore. Epic's really just screwed everybody with this. But this would be a great one to buy for training manuals. Look at all the epic. Got a legendary survivor in here, and then I've got a mythic lead survivor. This would be great. Unfortunately, I don't have the tickets. I've got the V-Bucks. I could buy this with V-Bucks, but supposedly that's considered pay to win. I don't know how you can pay to win on a campaign mode, but okay, whatever. So yeah. This is one way that you can do it. If you get something good in a regular X-ray llama, just the regular upgrade, you can, you get lucky sometimes, and this will go legendary, and you'll get a legendary survivor. Sometimes you'll get a mythic survivor, whatever. Then you can buy that and recycle them if you don't need them. But I don't suggest usually getting rid of legendary or mythic survivors. That's just, not really the best option. So this is one way. This is a much slower way. The best way is still the LTM llamas. These, but that is another way you can do it. Something else that you can do too that a lot of people don't think about is your collection book. Your collection book will give you rewards. So you see here at level 264, I'm going to get, so in 2 more levels, I can get 2,000 training manuals or 2,000 trap designs or 2,000 weapon schematics. So I get to take my pick here. So this will show you, if you just click on the option here for reward info, it's going to show you the upcoming rewards, and it's also going to show you your next major milestone. So clicking on those will give you some good information, good rewards of what's coming up. So putting things in your collection book will help you to get training manuals, as well as other evolution material and weapon designs and all of that stuff. So this is something to consider and don't sleep on. But I will tell you, be very, very careful now, because once again, Epic has really screwed Save the World players, and no longer can you spend 20 V-Bucks to get something out of your collection book. So once you put it in your collection book, chances are you're not going to be able to get it out for a while, because you can only get 50 flux, generally is all they give you, 50 flux every week that you can buy out of the weekly shop. 50, that's it. And guess what it costs to get stuff out of the collection book? You probably guessed it. 50 legendary flux. So They went from allowing us to spend V-Bucks, 20 V-Bucks to get stuff out of the collection book where we could put stuff in. Technically, it's yours. You own it. You've achieved it, whatever. And now you can no longer do that. So, yeah, way to go, Epic. Way to really, screw the player base, even further. So, that's my rant. So, yeah, be mindful of that when you put stuff in the collection book, that chances are you're not going to get it out for a while. Unless you just happen to have a lot of legendary flux, which most of us don't. Yeah, I'm sitting at 300, so I can technically get out 6 things. That's it. But I keep that loaded up and keep it going. So that's one way you can do it. Be mindful. Like I said, disclaimer, don't throw anything in there that you might use down the road. Then, last but not least, so another way that you can get these is something that some other people don't typically think about, and that's like your Storm Shield. You can go here. You can Storm Shield Assist. Run the Storm Shield Assist. You can help someone with a Storm Shield, random people, just another person's Storm Shield. You can also do this with your friends if they still have their Storm Shield rewards. And go to whichever one you want. I'm currently in Twine. I can hit Storm Shield Assist. It's going to launch me into a Storm Shield mission for people that are looking for assistance. So if you ever have run your Storm Shield and you launch, you go to the console and you click on it, there's a little checkbox that says wait for assistance. That's what this would be. So you can go here, you can run a Storm Shield Assistance. Depending on what level they are, you get mini llamas. Mini llamas you can redeem right from the loot here, and then redeem them, and they will contain, they can contain, not always do they contain, but they can contain survivors, defenders, heroes, stuff like that. It's usually survivors that you get, but then you can scrap those, batch recycle them to get training manuals. So it all stems from getting the heroes, defenders, or survivors, and then either putting them in your collection book or batch recycling them, which you do here. Heroes, manage, you can find one you don't want. All of these. Okay. So here, I can just go to retire. Retiring is basically batch recycling it. If it says collect here, that means you can put it in your collection book. And that's the same thing as retiring. You're still going to, if I hit collect, it's going to give me 225 training manuals just for putting this in my collection book. That's it. And it's giving me 5,000 hero XP. So that's what you can do. You do the same thing with survivors. You do the same thing with defenders. Your survivors, go to them. You can click one. Like all of these, I'm not going to use any of these. So I'm just going to hit batch retire, and I'm going to go through and clear all of these out because I'm not keeping any of this. And then right there, I've got 255 training manuals and 11,000 survivor XP. Confirm, retire, confirm. There you go. And that just went up. So super simple, super easy, but those are the ways that you can get training manuals. The best way, like I said, just to recap for you, is the LTM loot llamas. So run dungeons which are currently out right now. And when dungeons go away, you can feel free to hit Frost Knight, and those will be out as well. And any other LTM that Epic throws in here, as long as you can get those loot llamas. I think next is the summer event, so we're going to see rad llamas or something. So yeah, you can, grab those, and that's going to help you the most. So hope this video helped you. It's kind of long in length. I will leave timestamps down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope it helped you. And if you want to get some extra information, feel free to join our Discord. Link is down below in the description. Also, I do have a creator code, and do not, tell it that often. I need to probably be better at that. But if you're currently not using a creator code, use someone's. If you're not using mine, use someone's. It does, it's free, and it helps out content creators to continue to create the content and kind of compensate them very, very minimally, but it does compensate them a bit for their time. My code is True Warrior. That's it. Just True Warrior, one word. And yeah, so feel free to use that in the item shop. But much love to you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Did it help you? And I'll catch you in the next one.